Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your July 2015 monthly tarot horoscope. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Sagittarius. And I am back again using my regular Shadowscapes deck by Stephanie Pui Law. And basically the update is I am doing couples sessions. So if you'd like, you and your partner would like to set up a couple session. It is $75 an hour, and I usually book the 1 hour session. And I do have some rules, no fighting, and I am pulling mainly doing three spreads, one for you, one for your partner, and one for the both of you. And then I am still doing private sessions, so if you'd like an individual private session, feel free to email me, Elizabeth Olson 31 at gmail.com, and you can check all the information about my schedule and pricing in the about section on my YouTube channel. Okay, I keep updating things there, so until I have a website, definitely check that out. And I'm not sure when I'm going to do the sex and relationships videos, hopefully sometime in August, but we'll see. I'm not sure when. I don't want to leave you guys on thinking that I'm going to be cranking those out soon, because I do have a very busy schedule. So let me just see what you guys get. This is again for the month of July 2015 for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in Sagittarius. All right, you go, Sagittarius. You got the Two of Cups. Oh, next to the Mr. Right card. This is good. It's gonna be good. Oh no, I spoke too soon. You've got some relationship stuff going on, Sagittarius. And I almost don't really know what to make of it, because it's sort of like, okay, so you have the Two of Cups in the center of the reading, the heartbeat of the reading, okay? And the Two of Cups is usually romance, commitment, relationship. It can also indicate friendship, but there's love. It can also indicate, I have seen it indicate like a one-night stand too. But this is like, for this to show up in the middle of everything, the center of everything, this is what you want the most. And it's not surprising, because Sagittarius is a fire sign. Their main thing is passion, love, desire. I mean, they're on fire. Yeah, fire. So, not surprising. But you're crossed by the Six of Pentacles, which a lot of times indicates resentment in a relationship or an unequal partnership. It used to be about an equal partnership, and it can be about that, okay? It's going to depend on everybody's situation. It could also indicate a lawsuit settlement, okay? And this is a tie. This is a tie when it comes to anybody winning or losing. This is like a negotiation. This is a tie. This is a maybe. This isn't a yes or no card. I used to say this was a maybe card, and then I changed it to a yes card, but I still see it as a maybe card. It's sort of like two people. Some people win and some people lose, But in my mind, most of the time, when it comes to lawsuits, it's settling. It's settling. Both people lose. Both people win. It's negotiation. It's meeting in the middle. It's compromise. Okay. In the best case scenario, you're in a very strong, or you have been in a strong, supportive relationship. Okay, you got the Three of Pentacles as the foundation, or you're having your coworkers are really supporting you at work. This can also indicate, though, a relationship with Mr. Right. Okay, the King of Pentacles. Okay, was in the recent past, who, for whatever reason, there is some resentment for, okay? Resentment between the two of you. And there are financial difficulties, because a lot of times the Six of Pentacles is what people fight over most in a marriage, which is money, right? So there's an argument over money. The King of Pentacles has generally a lot of money and is very generous and very giving, and also very fertile. So watch out if you're sleeping with the King of Pentacles, or you did sleep with the King of Pentacles. You got to watch out there, because you got the Seven of Pentacles crowning you. Okay, and the Seven of Pentacles is, well, it's a Scorpio female, and they're sensual, they're sexual, they're fertile. Okay. And that card is also fertility, okay? That card is also the harvest, reaping the harvest after waiting. It's the waiting card as well. So you have like some interesting stuff going on in the relationship currently. It feels almost like some of you found Mr. Right in the recent past, or thought you found Mr. Right in the recent past. And for whatever reason, there's some waiting involved, okay? Some of you are in a marriage with this Mr. Right person, but money is coming between you. And money, you're arguing over money for whatever reason. He is probably holding very tightly the purse strings, okay? You could be also holding the purse strings very tightly as well. For those of you who are single, this may be spending a lot, wanting to save but spending a lot. And it may also just be very focused, you're very focused on career, although the Two of Cups is relationship. So it may be that you're looking for a commitment if you're single, okay? Single Sagittarius. This is what you're looking for. Maybe in the distant past you were in a relationship that was very supportive of you, but now, you know, it feels like you're either not in it anymore or you're soon not to be in it, because you have the Justice card coming through from the outside, which is deciding what to do in a relationship as far as a divorce. I usually see it as a divorce, okay? So I feel like the marriage up until maybe now, or in the middle of July, it's almost like it goes from being like really good to like really bad overnight. And I don't know necessarily why that is. There's also some kind of love triangle where, and there's a lot of characters here. So Sagittarius guys may be sleeping with a Scorpio female, as well as a Gemini female, Libra female, or Aquarius female, okay? Sagittarius females, you may have been in a relationship with, I feel very strongly, an earth sign male. This is a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, but it could also be an Aquarius or another Sagittarius. It could be a Sag combination, or Aries as well. I see this guy a lot of times as an Aries ascendant, okay? Or Aries sun or moon, but not as much. He also might be a Gemini, and I don't know why I'm getting Gemini, but you also may have some Gemini in your chart as well. I'm not sure why, but you may be in some kind of relationship with a Gemini, Sagittarius. But it doesn't feel like that as much, okay? And in like the immediate future, you got the Ten of Swords, which is being terrified of getting hurt, it's almost like you falling off the cliff, okay, for whatever reason. It's like you jumped right into a relationship, and maybe you thought he was Mr. Right, maybe he seemed really great, maybe maybe he was your boss. And I don't know why I'm getting that this time, but maybe he was your boss, okay? Maybe there's something going on with your boss, okay? Maybe it has something to do with work. There's a strong work vibe, okay? You may have just gotten a new job. This may be a new boss at work, okay? That you kind of fell for, okay? Or somebody in your, career field or industry, okay? I feel like you're definitely falling through the air, and it feels like nobody's there. It feels like this person who has been supportive of you either is no longer there to catch you, or they've stopped supporting you in some way, so you feel like you've fallen off the cliff, okay? This may not be your husband. This may be some kind of, like, it could be your dad, it could be money coming in from your dad, or it could be money coming in from some other family member, some kind of support, like family support. Usually the Three of Pentacles is a mutual supportive relationship, like a husband or wife. It could be a brother or sister, though, or it could be a coworker, okay? And it goes back and forth. And it can be girl-girl, and it can be guy-guy, but I see it as being primarily a guy-girl situation where they kind of switch roles in the sense that he supports her, but she supports him as well. There's resentment, though, within this relationship, because I feel like someone is giving more than the other, or it's perceived that one person is giving more than the other, okay? And so it went from being, so I think this resentment is causing this feeling of lack of support, or lack of like anybody's there for you, okay? And this is bringing in the question of, should I get a divorce? Should I get out of this relationship? Should I quit this job? Questions going back and forth, okay? And you've got the Devil also right up next to the Justice card, which to me, this is like a marriage situation where you've got to get out of it. You're thinking of getting out of it. You need to get out of it because you need to break free to... you need to be single, basically. It feels like you need to be single. You may not want to be. Sagittariuses are the ones that never want to be single. They're terrified of being alone. They're the ones that never really sit still. They keep going and going all the time. They relax, but not ever really relax. Sex relaxes them more than stimulates them. It's like, how can you turn a fire that's already on? You can't. Fire is just on all the time. So that's the Sagittarius conundrum. Sagittarius guys, if you're sleeping with a Scorpio, I don't necessarily feel like it's going to go anywhere. I feel like also Sagittarius, if you're in a relationship, Sagittarius women, if you're in a relationship with a Capricorn male, there's control issues. There's major control issues, and he's taking your heart and is lording it over you. So he may not be calling you, he may not be texting you, he may be ignoring you, he may be playing games with you. This is not a person to deal with, okay? This is not a person to be dealing with. This can also be a girl that is tempted by a married man, or tempted by a man or woman, could be a woman, where they're involved with somebody else. They're not maybe divorced yet, okay? It could be you in a partnership, or it could be somebody else in the partnership that's causing you to want to feel tempted, okay? So the outcome is the Knight of Cups, which is interesting because I just did the Pisces video. So you may be getting a divorce from a Pisces, okay? Because the outcome is, to me, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra male, okay, who is basically the knight in shining armor. It could be that you meet this guy, but it's sort of like you're blocked from meeting this guy. I feel like you're getting a divorce from this guy, potentially, okay? Because then it's like he gets to ride free, Or you may be this guy, okay? You could be the Knight of Cups, although I don't usually see that. And you're suddenly, it's like once you break free, then, you can ride off and have a love triangle with whoever. But it feels more like this may not even come to pass where you meet this guy, Sagittarius females, because you have to get out of your divorce first. You have to break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend first. You can't just start a whole new thing with this Knight of Cups. And you might not want to start a whole new thing with the Knight of Cups, even if you did overcome, get a divorce and break out of your current relationship, because the Knight of Cups can be a player. And I always try to remind people that the Knight of Cups is looking for an emotional connection, and it's very difficult for them to find it. So it's easy for them to sleep with you and leave, because ultimately, at the end of the day, they're not really getting what they want. The physical connection is there, but the emotional connection isn't there, So that has to be there for them. My guide is talking to me about guy relationships. So it could be, you're a Sagittarius guy and there's this Knight of Cups that you meet at the end of July. It is possible, okay? You may be, I see a lot of girls here. So this is, I feel like, primarily for Sagittarius women. Or you may be a Sagittarius guy and like having a lot of female problems, okay? Where there's a lot of females in your life. Currently. One of them is your wife. The other one may be a girlfriend or somebody on the side, okay? Or girlfriends on the side, okay? Sagittarius, especially somebody who has 4 or more planets in Sagittarius, is the one to roam, is the one to be wild and free, is the one to, in a way, be a little bit irresponsible, okay? Please don't take it the wrong way, though. We need everybody in the zodiac, okay? We need Sagittarius as well. Okay, Sagittarius reminds us to be passionate, to follow the wind where the wind takes us, to ride free, to be free, to remember to enjoy our freedom. So there's a lot of positive things about Sagittarius that I love, and I mean, I've never met a Sagittarius person who I didn't like, never. Because they're very good people generally, although they succumb to their passions and desires, which is what gets them into trouble, okay? So, I feel like you're kind of, Sagittarius women, I feel like you're headed for, even if you break out of this relationship, which you desperately need to do, you might not, okay? You might not. You might be just, you might stay, which would be, although I believe there are no mistakes in life, it would be what I would call a very poor choice, okay? You don't want to stay in this relationship. But the next guy that comes, if he is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Libra male, you want to make sure that you aren't sleeping with him right away, okay? I feel like you're kind of in a cycle. You may be in a cycle of breaking up and getting back together. You may be waiting for someone to come back. You may really be looking for romance, but in the end, be also at the same time terrified of getting hurt. You may have some Capricorn in your chart because Capricorns, as much as they love intimacy and romance, they loathe it, okay? Because that means they have to let their guard down. They have to be vulnerable, and it's really challenging for Capricorn to do that, okay? Capricorns are very loving, but vulnerability is not their middle name, okay? So they're what I usually call a tough nut to crack. They're tough. They're very tough, and there's a reason for it, So at the same time, we've got all this stuff going on with relationships, which is no surprise to me, Sagittarius. You've got the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles in the position of emotions, okay? And this is fame, this is fortune, this is music and beauty and magic and love. Some of you are famous. For you to have this in the position of emotions, though, this is what's going to make you happy. So you may not be famous, although you may want fame, you may want fortune, you may be even in Hollywood, you may want to be like a star, like an actress or actor. But this is what's gonna make you happiest, Sagittarius, is music. Is music, as art, is anything creative. That's where emotionally you're going to be, okay? Happiest. This is also coming into your own power. So those of you who have been disempowered for a long time, either because of poor relationships, sucky ass marriage, or feeling like you just can't get anywhere and you're kind of stuck, you're coming into your own power, and you need to say no. No, the word no empowers you, okay? But this is coming into your own power in the sense that, other people recognize you. Other people applaud you. Other people appreciate you. In a way, the 9 of Pentacles is about how others see you. You want to be perceived as a star. You want to be perceived as, I'm getting the words Lady Godiva or something like that. Maybe Beyonce would be a better one. Like a goddess or something. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you want to be perceived as the queen bee, okay? And you probably are the queen bee. However, you've got, in a way, nothing can touch you emotionally. It feels like nothing can really touch you. It's like you're an island emotionally. That's part of the problem. You may just lack some vulnerability in relationships, which is why you may be sleeping with people too fast, which is another reason why you may be have been in a relationship that sucked, which is another reason why. So it's like you become this island. You're living on island Sagittarius, and it's a great place to be, but nobody else can get there. Okay, so you're kind of blocked from meeting this Knight of Cups, which would bring you at least the ability to try to connect, at least the attempt to connect with another human being. Okay, he is the guy that likes to chase. Okay, so it's sort of just like I don't think that you're going to be dating much towards the end of July. If you do date, you got to watch out for this Knight of Cups character. I feel like you're going to be focused on being an island, kind of building up the wall around you and saying, you know what, I'm scared of getting hurt right now. I don't really want to date right now. I just want to be an island. Some of you are single and don't really have much going on in the way of relationships, although there's a lot of characters in this spread. So you may have a lot of friends around you or family members around you. The King of Pentacles could be your dad. The Seven of Pentacles could be your mom. So you could have a dad as an Aries, your mom's a Scorpio or something like that. Or your dad's a Taurus, your mom's a Scorpio. And I'm sure they fight like hell all the time. Or they're totally in love. Either way, because with opposites, it can go either way. There's a fine line between love and hate. It may be them that's going to be getting a divorce. If you're younger, this could be your parents that are maybe struggling financially. Maybe they were totally and thoroughly into each other and committed at one time, but now they're not. If that is you, I feel like you also kind of have what I call a bird's eye view, similar to Pisces in this way, of your life. You need to kind of get back in the game. Get back in the game. Don't stay on the island for too long, Sagittarius. We all are waiting to see what, you kind of come up with next. So it's very important for you to get back in the game, get back out there, try to overcome this, these relationship issues. You need to overcome your relationship issues. You need to, in a way, focus more on your career. Focus more on what's going on in your life. Focus less on what's going on in other people's lives. Focus less on I'm getting the word obligations. Whatever their social obligations are, say no. Start saying no to people, being like, I'm sorry, I can't. When I say get back out there, you need to get back out there and trust that everything's going to work out. In a way, the Knight of Cups is also about letting things play out, seeing where things go, getting back out there and trusting that it's all going to even out in the end, okay? If you can get through this divorce and get a divorce, okay, you're going to have the King of Swords looking out for you, which is, usually somebody, a deceased loved one or God looking out for you. Looking down on you. This is also the angels looking out for you during this time. I feel like it's a tough time for you, Sagittarius, as far as relationships. July is a tough time. As great as this King of Pentacles relationship may have been, for some reason you're waiting, which is never really good. And then you're falling off the cliffs, which means you're falling into... it's not like you may be falling in love with this person, but it doesn't really, the relationship ends up not going anywhere, okay? It ends up not developing in what you want it to be in. So even if you've fallen in love, it feels like it's sort of like that love doesn't take you where you thought it would go, okay? You also got the Queen of Pentacles, which is the same as the Pisces. So again, this may be a Sagittarius-Pisces combination, okay? Or for some of you, Sagittarius, this could also be especially for Sagittarius guys, another Sagittarius female, Cancer, also just got Libra, could be Libra for some reason, Leo, Virgo, Aquarius, or Taurus, female, okay? This is also a card about abundance and wealth and prosperity and happiness, okay? So once you break free of this relationship that you're in, for those of you who are in a relationship, you're going to have a lot more prosperity, okay? This person, this devil person, is blocking your blessings. So, at the very least. So, if you're involved in any kind of love triangle, if you're involved in any kind of cheating situation, if you're involved in any kind of behind the scenes, like it's only happening at night kind of thing, it's not really doing anything for you. It's just really kind of draining your blood, because this is the Ten of Swords. This is you're getting your blood drained. You know, this is feeling drained. This is feeling tired. Your relationship is causing a tear in your aura. Okay, you've got a cord of attachment problem too. I feel like you're a partner. Okay, could be also an old boyfriend as well, or at least the guy. This is the King of Pentacles that that I feel like is pulling your energy. Although typically the King of Pentacles is a very good person, but for whatever reason, it may be that they're taking too much of your energy through the cord of attachment. You may not even realize it. So that's kind of how I see it. You know, your blessings are kind of blocked. You kind of have a little bit of what I call a cluster of negativity, and that's the Justice, the Devil, and the Ten of Swords together. It's, you know, to me, it's divorce, dealing with the Devil, who's not ever really a good person, and the Ten of Swords, which is feeling drained. You know, so you've got both, in my mind, two cord of attachment issues. Maybe with different people, could be with the same person. If you're a Sagittarius, I want you to talk, you know, email me and about what I do as far as my healing sessions, because I can send you a whole bunch of information on that. And I'd probably recommend for you specifically because of this reading, the tarot cord cutting combo. I think it's $150. This is one of those times where I'd want to go through the list of relationships and figure out, okay, where's the problem? You know, and I'm going to know right away. I mean, I'll figure it out right away. For you, I feel like it would be really beneficial to do so. You know, of course, if the karma card comes up, then I can't really undo it, but it'd still be good to figure out, okay, who's really the culprit here? What's really going on in your relationship? And so, yes, that's what I would do for this spread. I feel like you can overcome these three challenges, but they're major challenges. They're major hurdles. It's a lot of negative energy. The Ten of Swords is also the haters, bitches, and the lechers. You know what I mean? People that are just like trying to like take from you, you know? I feel like some of you just feel like you just got vamped for some reason, like the word vamped. I don't know why that's coming to me, but it's like you have people around you or people that are negative that are vamping your energy, that are not good for you. They are draining your blood, and they are, you know, energetically speaking, of course, they are just not what you need in relationships. So I'm going to pull a final card, but I would definitely recommend going to a concert, movies, concerts, and the card that I pulled, I also got for Pisces. It's quite interesting. But it could also be a Cancer Scorpio as well. The guy just said that. So you may be in a relationship with a Cancer or Scorpio as well. Some water, you know. You may also have some water in your chart, okay, Sagittarius. So you've got the Ten of Cups. This is the final card, and this is the sex card. So some of you Sagittarius are going to be getting it on in July, you know, and some of you are going, thank God, thank God. I'm excited for you, Sagittarius. Although I always think Sagittarius has a really high sex drive, so it's not surprising to me at all that this is what you want. You know, again, this is what it is you want. You may have a lover. I feel like this to me is a lover. Okay, you may have somebody on the side, or you may have people on your list that you call Sagittarius that you're getting it on with. Okay. You know, and power to you. I would just caution against this if you are not divorced yet, okay? Caution very strongly against it, okay? Until you get a divorce, or until you're at least separated, or at least until you're on the way really officially over the relationship that you're in, if you're in a relationship. If you are single, my advice is go for it, okay? Absolutely go for it. But I always say just wear a condom. That's what I always say. So I'm going to leave it with that, okay? And I will be back again for mid-July, so stay tuned for that. And I wish you guys all the best. You know, be in touch and take care. And I send you big hugs, big hugs. Big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care.